Good morning, Molweni. It is time for a quick word. Kuseni Bangcwele sifunda from the book of Genesis chapter 19 verse 30. Lithi izwi Bangcwele. uLote wenyuka eTsohara waya kuhlala ezintabeni enentombi zakhe ezimbili kuba wayesoyika ukuhlala eTsohara. Wahlala ke emqolombeni nentombi zakhe ezimbili. Bangabi ayifunda iBhayibheli uzawulazi kakuhle ibali likaLote. Xa ndilisamarize uLote wayehlala eTsohara, wayehlala emqolombeni abantu babe besoyika. I think there was a war, and then babe besoyika intombi zakhe uba hey amadoda azophela pha ngaphandle kulaa war. So then that means that we won't have kids, we won't have husbands. So what must we do? Let's take advantage of our father, masimselise utywala, and then sleep with him so that we can have kids. All right, that's what happened in that cave. Just a quick summary. Now, ekuseni Bangcwele, we are called to confront uloyiko for what it is, which is a temporary emotion, right? Oftentimes, uloyiko will push us to places where faith would never lead us. uLot zangaphelele kwi-cave because what uThixo balekela kwi-cave. No, that was not God, that was fear. He was pushed into a cave, or he was sent to a cave by fear. Amen. So what was meant to be a temporary place of refuge for uLot nentombi zakhe became a place that distorted perspective yabo and then started influencing life-changing decisions. Because unjalo uSatan xa uhambe waya kwi-cave, when you are in your season of confusion, when you're in a season of fear, when you're in a season of depression, when you're in a season of uloyiko, if I have not said that already, uSatan uzawuza azokuhlebela uba no, you have to do this. Akuhlebele decisions that are influenced by that season and not by faith. Now, ekuseni Bangcwele, we are called to never make life-changing decisions out of fear, out of confusion, or even out of isolation, or in this case, in a cave. Because, as I've said, the enemy is very opportunistic. Now, we are when we are hurting, when we are uncertain, when we are discouraged or afraid, we are more vulnerable and we are open to ideas that are influenced by such seasons. So, abantwana bakaLote would have never considered taking advantage of their father had they not been living in a cave. A cave that convinced them that there was no future, there was no hope, there were no other options. And then what they thought was wisdom at the time was actually desperation, speaking to them. Isolation had distorted their perspective, and then they made decisions that were not necessarily the best at the time. Many times we make impermanent decisions while we are sitting in temporary caves. We give up, we walk away, we settle, or we make choices that are driven by uloyiko instead of ukol. Utu Matthew chapter 5 verse 14, you are the light of the world, a city that is set on a hill cannot be hidden. And therefore, whenever you find yourself in a cave, you have to know that this is not a home for you, and therefore you cannot be making life-changing decisions in a cave. Seasons is a cave maker, and there will be time where you feel like you have to hide, where you are afraid, where you're scared, where you're confused, but they are temporary. You have to see them as such, as not as your future, not as in now or seasons where you should be making decisions. Do not build your life in a cave, because you are not meant to live in a cave. Your decisions are to be made in a hill or on a hill, because you are the light of the world. You are the light of the world. If you are to make any decisions, you make them when you are up there. Refuse to make permanent decisions in a temporary cave or in a temporary season, especially if it's a season that's not driven by faith. Have a good day.